Hello, everyone. Since Restream works really good on Safari, I decided to do some more lives. I hope this goes through on YouTube. One question I have for people is, are you happy? Um, basically, I'm not talking about the Iron Butterfly song on In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. I'm talking about how many people are happy with their lives. I'll tell you, because I'm a real big fan of music. Um, I do believe that fairy tales do come true. I think that all it takes is fairy dust and pixie glue. Hey, AB, how you doing? Um, I'm trying to find a YouTube channel where everybody is happy. I look at it like this: everybody, all the good people are upset about what happened to Charlie Kirk yesterday. Um, you know, people can only be happy if they want to be happy. I know a lot of people are downtrodden. I'm trying to find. Look at one thing I've learned in life is unfortunately misery loves company. If you're around people that are not happy, it brings everybody down. Another thing I learned in life is you don't want to wear you're welcome. Hey, Susie Bedhead and Copycat. I'm just playing around. I apologize if anybody sees food between my teeth because I didn't get a chance to brush my teeth yet because after lunch all I had to go out. Hey, what kind of music do you like, AB? I'm into classic rock. Like some of the latest music I listen to, hi Eva Marie Johnson, is the Midi Blues Strange Times. And actually, some of the people my son knows in the entertainment industry, they're starting to get turned on to classic rock. It's like Midi Blues, yes, Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, The Doors, Styx, Supertramp, the Eagles. But it gets kind of depressing when you're around people and it's just, you can just tell people aren't happy. It doesn't give off good vibes. I'm not going to be here long because I got to get back to work. I look at it like this: there's certain things we can control in life. One thing we can't control is the weather. I um, I can't control the number of deer coming in here, but I can control the number of deer that are leaving. But but just think about it. Are you happy? And some people think I'm childish. Go listen to Moody Blues song, the older Moody Blues albums, "In the Eyes of a Child." A lot of this music has real philosophical meaning, and I'm a philosopher at heart. It has to do with my family history. But I just wonder how many, if anybody ever finds a YouTube channel where everybody is just happy, just put it in chat. That's what I would love to know, because unfortunately, I see in life I see a lot of people that just aren't happy. They complain about their problems, and the only one that's going to change their life is them. Yeah, AB, since the last time I talked to you, I did something to my shoulder. Last week of February, I started doing overhead presses, and for some reason, when I had the weight up like here, it stuck. And then when I started pushing it, it was okay. Then after I put the weight down, all of a sudden I had a pain. I, I don't think it's the whole rotator cuff because it's not black and blue. Um, you like country? I like some old country music. Um, the newer country music I'm really not into. Well, actually, the same day I did this to my shoulder, I had to take Holly to the vet, and the parking lot at the vet's office, because our old vet retired, was a sheet of ice, and it took all my strength to hold on to my little dog that only weighs about 83 pounds. I heard that you hurt your bicep, AB. How's it doing? Because somebody told me that you tore your bicep. Because I remember my wife's father, when he was younger, he tore his bicep muscle, and it turned black and blue. This hasn't turned black and blue. I think I just strained something. It's been swollen, but you know what I've learned to do? I've had to cut back on the amount of weight I'm lifting. I think all the years of using like 200 and like 70 to 300 pounds has taken its toll on me. I just thought I'd do a little, mid-afternoon live, you know, to lighten, to make people happy. Take your mind off of what's going on in the world. I'll tell you, Eva Marie Johnson, Jorison, I never met you before, but you can't give up. One thing that amazes me is you listen to some of this Pink Floyd music, and even MIDI blues. There's stuff in there that refer to the Bible, and just listening to this stuff every now and then, I come up with an idea, and I put two and two together. I know the trucking business hasn't been so great, AB. I tell you, I've been listening I've been watching Paul Begley and Mike from Around the World, and it seems like there's been a rash of incidents with truckers hitting police cars. I don't know what's going on. I just hope so. You figure today's the anniversary of 911, 24 years ago. I just hope, the day isn't over yet. I just hope we get through this day without anything bad happening. Now, tonight I'm going to try to tune in to Paul Begley's show unless I'm outside trying to apprehend a deer engaged in crop damage. And that's the important thing is people got to be in a good mood. Okay, I'll have to ask my wife about that. I'll look it up, BPC. Yeah, AB I found out when I was in high school. When I was bench pressing, even when I was like in 10th grade, I found 3, 4, 5 reps worked best for me. I found when I went to lighter weight and higher reps, I didn't have the strength. And actually, I was in my best shape at age 48. I'm 64 and a half now, and I don't mind saying a half. Some people think it's childish when they say you're, a half. Well, you know what? A half matters. It's a peptide. Yeah, I do take vitamins though. I do take beta carotene, selenium. I've been taking that. What's that stuff for? That has chondroitin in it, and I don't really think it's doing much. I do like the green tea extract. And the thing is, how do you know when it comes to these vitamins? Okay, it's a peptide. I'm gonna ask my wife about that too. Hey, that's pretty good. I'll tell you, my days of trying to do reps over 300 or over. You figure the older you get, the slower your metabolism gets. I need to lose some weight. My wife says it's from drinking 2 beers every night. Well, you figure you're a little younger than me. That's not too bad, AB. Good for you. And I figure at our age, there's nothing we can do about our hair or lack of. I never heard of a peptide. I'm gonna have to look that up tonight. Well, I just thought I'd do a little high beach arming. I'm gonna end this soon. I just wanted to, try to cheer people up a little. Actually, I found on a forum that out there in Utah, a private plane left an airport a half hour after the assassination. I tell you, I have no proof of it, but okay, everybody knows that he used 185 for as many reps as he can for 4 sets. Everybody knows that Charlie Kirk was talking about Mossad being involved, Epstein working for Mossad. I think that whoever took the poor guy out, he was such a good man, Charlie Kirk. I think they were working for Mossad. You figure Mossad is like the other 3-letter agency. I don't want to get a strike saying it, but I already said it. Yeah, AB, the heaviest I've been using lately is about 250 to 260 pounds. The funny thing I found is it's like it's right here is where it hurts. The funny thing I found is if I do a warm-up set with 10 reps of, let's say, something really light, like 126 pounds, it hurts. Then when I go up in weight, the pain lessens. And when I do back exercises, I do supersets. I do bent over rowing. Then about 30 seconds later, I do lat pull downs. Actually, what I think started, okay, for maybe 20 years, I was doing decline skull crushers because I found those are easier on my triceps than doing them on a flat bench. I was using like 148 pounds to do decline skull crushers. And then last summer, I said to my wife, I said, I think I'm hearing a sound in my shoulder when I'm doing decline skull crushers. My wife went down the basement. My wife said it's probably on your head, and because I only hear on one ear, I can only hear it on the right side. I think I could have shoulder impingement, and I know I had to go to a doctor. But the thing is, if I went to a doctor, I think about like when I was in my early 30s, I threw my back out, and I went to a doctor, and he told me I was have to give up the type of work I'm doing, And I'm thinking, I'm not going to change my life. I know people that have shoulder surgery where on the rotator cuff where they can't raise their arm up over their head very well. Yeah, I do, AB. I agree with you. And it's like this. Some people have had that orthoscopic shoulder surgery and it's helped. Other people, it didn't. And I can't afford to be out of commission. If I don't do the work here, it's not going to get done. I'll tell you, the other thing about being happy, I'm happiest when my wife is home from work and we're together. And my wife and I are really happy when our son comes for a visit. And the thing is, I've learned on YouTube, just like everybody else, is the hard way. You don't know who you can trust. The person I trust most in the world is my wife. I've known her for, let's say, 44 years now. You know, I have other family members, but you know what? You can choose your spouse, but you can't choose your siblings, and you can't choose your parents. You do a lap pole dance, did you? Thanks. I got to get back to work. Thanks everybody for watching. I just want to do something that hopefully cheers everybody up because with what's going on in the world, I'm going to look at this later tonight and chat. AB. I appreciate your advice because I know you're into exercise like I am. I figure for all the bad things we do in life, it's good to it's good to exercise. Okay, thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to get back to work here. So have a good night, a good afternoon.